Today's gospel lesson is from Matthew 21, verses 23 through 27. In the beginning of Jesus' ministry, he entered the temple and found those who were selling oxen and sheep and pigeons. They had turned church into a marketplace, and this made Jesus very angry. So he flipped over all their tables and drove them out, saying, "Stop turning my Father's house into a market." 3 years later, Jesus comes back to the same place, and they're doing the same thing. They didn't respect Jesus' word because they didn't believe he came from God. So Jesus flipped over their tables again, saying, "It is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of robbers." So soon after that, Jesus entered the temple to teach, and the chief priests and the elders of the people came up to him as he was teaching and said, "By what authority are you doing these things, and who gave you this authority?"
What? Hold the phone.
"What's up, Walt?"
Could you back up to that first part? I'd like to see that again.
"Okay."
And when he entered the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came up to him as he was teaching. You mean to tell me they walked up to him while he was teaching and interrupted him to be like, "Hey, who do you think you are?"
"Yep."
"Oh, that is just rude." "Yeah, that is highly disrespectful."
Well, they didn't respect him because they didn't believe that he came from God. But if they truly loved God and knew him and understood the things that Jesus said and did, then they would know that Jesus came from God. But they preferred their own words over God's word. They even twisted God's word to make it fit their own agenda, and they still do it today.
Oh, that really steams my beans.
You guys seem pretty passionate about this. I'll continue with the story, but how about you guys read the parts of the chief priests and the elders?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on a sec. Come here, Rex. Okay, and action.
Okay. So the chief priests and the elders of the people came up to him as he was teaching and said,
"By what authority are you doing these things, and who gave you this authority?" Whoa, Rex, your voice, how'd you do that? "I am a trained actor." You learn something new every day.
So Jesus answered them, "I also will ask you one question. And if you tell me the answer, then I also will tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, from where did it come? From heaven or from man?" And they discussed it among themselves, saying,
If we say from heaven, he will say to us, 'Why then did you not believe him?' But if we say from man, we're afraid of the crowd, for they all hold that John was a prophet."
And so they answered Jesus, saying,
"We do not know." Nice.
And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things."
Oh, snap! That was a total burn.
Well, they were going up against the Lord of the earth, who was there in the beginning with God creating everything simply by his word. And it's his word that gives us life, for man lives by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. So let's be careful to never think that we know better than God, but always respect the word that comes from the mouth of the Lord.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, First Samuel, Second Samuel, First Kings, Second Kings, First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job. Psalms and Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, oh yeah, Hosea, Joel, Amos and Obadiah, Jonah and Micah, Nahum and Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, and 400 years go by. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts and Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Titus and